Hello everyone, this is Wankhar here. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a chef who is the proprietor of Snack Rack, which is a home cloud kitchen based in Lime Crab. And this here is a story of how I can inspire you all to follow your dreams. And if you're really passionate about something like cooking, well, I hope I do my job in that regard. Okay, so first things first, the road to being a chef is not an easy one. First of all, the thing that you need to have is patience and humility. What you need is patience and humility, because if you do not have patience, you will not be able to make it in this industry, because this is a field of work which is very physically, mentally and emotionally very draining. So you need to have that not only that passion, but I cannot stress this enough, the patience, because you will deal with a lot of struggles. And humility is where you need to know your limits, your boundaries. Even if you think you're right, there's always someone better than you in this field. And especially for me, even though like I am at the position where I'm at right now, I know that there is someone who can do better than me. And that is where the humility comes in, because that is a chance for me to learn from him so that I can better myself as a chef in this profession. Okay, so again, another thing is, you do not necessarily have to have a degree to be a chef. I mean, cooking is not exactly something that you learn by reading a book. Of course, it helps. I mean, I followed that route. I did do my hospitality management. I have a degree in it, but those were just something that I followed. It doesn't necessarily have to be the road that you follow. I know a lot of people who are very good cooks who do not have a proper education, forget a degree. So it's not something that you read about. It's just something that you are passionate about, and over time, if you can hone your skills, then it's all the better for you. Coming again to the point of whether you need a degree or not to follow this profession, I would say, of course, it helps, but 60% of the time you generally do not need it, because this is a talent that you hold for yourself. It's not something that you read in a book or you just pick up. And in today's generation, where the kids, this generation, they're very tech savvy, I could say that, because all these Instagram reels, TikToks and YouTube, these are very common mediums for people to showcase their talent, dancing, singing, cooking, for example. So that in itself, like if I could say an example, like Binging with Babish, that is a creator that I love, and he is a home cook who has turned himself into a very successful chef business. So to all of you watching, please do check that out. So as I was saying earlier, this is an industry where you need to have a lot of patience, and that comes in because based on my experiences, this is not an easy task. There will be a lot of struggles that you will face. I mean, personally for me, there were days when I had worked maybe 19-20 hours a day with only 3-4 hours of sleep, and then come back and again the next day still tired, but then it's your job because it's what you've chosen to do. You don't necessarily mind it as much, but over time it does take a toll. But if it's your passion, if it's something that you want to do, you will not mind it at all. In fact, you will enjoy that experience. So there's a lot of things that you really have to put up with. For example, even when I was still in training those days, my seniors or my bosses at the time, they wouldn't let me anywhere near a cooking range. Instead, they'd have me peel 25 kgs of onions and potatoes in a single day. And that kept on going for like a month, 2 months. It is the only thing that you would see. And it is just something that you have to put up with.